Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Faris Natour. I lead the Human Rights and Business Initiative at the Center for Responsible Business at the Haas School of Business here at Berkeley, and want to welcome you all to our summit on humanitarian innovation, sustainability, and scale. We are really excited for you to be here. Thank you all for joining. I think I don't have to explain to all of you that the challenge that is in front of us is a really grave one. We learned earlier today that an estimated 218 million people each year are affected by disasters. Some, unfortunately, man-made, others environmental, although those increasingly seem to be man-made as well. And it's not just a human rights challenge, it's also a global economic challenge. The cost to the global economy is estimated at $300 billion each year. And we can only solve this challenge, right, if we bring together experts from different disciplines, from business, from the innovation space, from the humanitarian world, to try to work together and collaborate to address the challenge. So we're especially excited to have so many experts here today from all of those disciplines. And we want to hear not only from our experts on the stage, which will come up in a second, but also from all of our experts in the audience. So please be ready and speak up. If you have a comment, if you have a question, if you have an idea, most importantly, we do want to make sure we record all of that. Now, we know there's a larger group of experts, of folks that are really passionate about this agenda of humanitarian innovation that can't be here today. And we want to involve them as well through Twitter. So we are going to have a hashtag, it's Share Humanity. So one word, Share Humanity. I guess everything's one word on Twitter. And if you don't feel comfortable standing up and speaking here and asking your question, you can use Twitter, and you'll see me on my phone. I will not be checking my email. I'll just read the questions coming in when we're onto our panels. So lots of different ways to get engaged. Before I turn it over to our opening speaker, Kostas Spanos from Citrus, I want to thank our co-conveners together with the Center for Responsible Business, of course, OCHA at the UN, the Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, our hosts here, Citrus, in this very beautiful space and auditorium, Article 1 advisors, and then the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, the Office for Foreign Disaster Assistance, generously funded this event and much of the other work going on in this space. So we thank all of you, we thank all of them, and should have a really interesting discussion today. The agenda, if you don't have it, we have them outside. I can bring a couple of them in later on, but it's pretty simple. We have a first panel looking at humanitarian challenges. So what is the challenge that we're trying to solve? Followed by a quick break with coffee outside, I think. And then the second panel will focus on the solutions, right? So what are some of the potential solutions in the innovation space that we could try to leverage to address the problems? And then most importantly, we'll close with a reception, again, outside with some drinks and some food afterwards. Good. Now I'll turn it over to our host today. Kostas Spanos is the director of Citrus and the Bonatow Institute at Citrus Berkeley. He's also the Andrew S. Grove Distinguished Professor of Electrical Engineering and Computer Sciences, something I don't know anything about, so I should take your class, hopefully, at some point. And he's leading the Singapore-based Sinbur Best Institute on Energy Efficient Buildings. And without further ado, I'll give the stage over to you, Kostas, and please join me in welcoming him to the stage. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you so much. I'm here just to welcome you to this symposium, Humanitarian Innovation Symposium. And I would like to specifically welcome the Article 1 advisors, Human Rights and Business Initiative at the Center for Responsible Business at HAS, UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, and USAID. So again, my name is Kostas Panos. I'm a professor of EECS and the faculty director of CITRIS. And CITRIS is the Center for Information Technology Research in the Interest of Society. Now, our mission as CITRIS is to look specifically at information technologies and specifically push those ideas that address society's most pressing needs. We do this by having initiatives on sustainable infrastructures, on people and robots, on health, and on connected communities. And we also maintain an incubator, an entrepreneurship incubator that uses these technology solutions to address societal problems. Now, all of the areas that we do are actually relevant to the subject of this symposium. Now the presenters here will talk about the challenges faced in the humanitarian sector and the innovations their organizations need, their organizations actually pursue and promote in order to raise awareness for global crisis, monitor and evaluate the assistance provided, and contribute solutions to alleviate suffering of vulnerable populations. Now, CITRIS, the organization that I represent, was created 15 years ago by the then governor of California, Gray Davis. And our mandate was initially focused on California issues, but has since broadened considerably, and it is now global. So now we deal to serve more international needs as well as draw on solutions developed internationally. We partner with the Blum Center for Developing Economies, and through CITRIS and the Banatao Institute, we work with local leaders and populations in Uganda, the Philippines and Mexico, and other developing countries in new projects and relationships, engaging in the issues there. So we are very honored to host this symposium, and I really like to thank the organizers, and specifically Dr. Camille Crittenden, our Deputy Director for the work. And we are happy to host the distinguished gathering of practitioners, policy experts, scholars, business leaders, and entrepreneurs. So on behalf of the 100+ faculty involved in CITRIS across the 4 campuses, I would like to wish you productive discussions and inspiring discussions this afternoon and beyond. So thank you very much.